Yay. Except my hair looks crazy. Oh, here we go. I should stop.
Thank you for the Christmas card.
Thank you for what? The door prize?
No, something happened there. The Christmas,
Oh, the Christmas card.
yeah.
Yay.
Alex
Did you
did a
like?
nice job on the front there.
Oh, that was Alex. Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
did
did
a
a good
nice job.
job. Yeah. So how are you today?
Good.
You gotta put the camera down a little. I'm only seeing your head. There you
There
go.
we go.
I like seeing your smile. Just so we're aware, I'm sure hopefully Maureen will come on. I'm expecting a high school person to come here. She said between 12:30 and 1. Of course, that didn't happen, but um gonna check on Bo while I'm gone because Alex is supposed to have been doing it. And sometimes I look and he didn't come in a long time and the dog I can't do that. He's too Alex is like an hour away. I can't
Yeah,
rely that he's gonna come over. Not
yeah,
practical. He can say he's gonna do it, but then like he's like the roads are bad, but I'm like the dog.
yeah. Poor dog.
Oh, I know, the poor dog. So well, and then poor me having to clean up when I get home and right.
Yeah.
So I'm just thankful I don't have carpet when I'm there. Right.
Yeah.
But still, it's wrecking my floors, of course. But if they come, I'm going to need to have Maureen take over if she's on. So,
Okay.
yay. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing those out just a few a day because I have other lists that I work on. So I'm doing like 5 a day. But you made the list right at the top because you're on the Zooms all the time.
Oh, thank you.
So
I love your Zooms. I like to be on them.
good. Oh,
Uh,
good. You do Avon too, right?
yes.
Yeah, that whole thing yesterday was hilarious. It wasn't even bad news, and everybody's freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything changes.
Right. Well, and this,
You know,
what's really funny is, of course, corporate thinks it's new because they're all new. But
yeah.
we got paid this way before the way we're getting paid now. So,
Yeah.
hey, Valerie.
Yeah. And I made up my mind. I was torn between, I was going to do ring bomb. Okay. So if I'd have done that, I would have had to close my Avon account
Oh,
because
yeah.
they sell rings and
Yeah.
necklace and earrings and all that.
Hey, Robin.
I was in between. So I'm sticking with Avon. I'm not giving that up.
No, no, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that I don't like Ring Bomb. It's just that I think that it's a certain group to sell to only.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a little bit wider audience to deal
Right.
with. Avon, right?
Right. And
So,
that's just the jewelry. And some people get so much of it that they don't want
like
to
me,
buy all the time.
right? Even I have my limits, right?
Yeah.
Me too.
Hey, Robin, we were just offhandedly, because this is not an Avon call, of course,
I know.
offhandedly saying about the reaction from people yesterday. And oh no, this is Alex. I say, hey Alex. Uh I'm expecting the girl that's gonna watch Bo when Alex isn't here. So I'm gonna have to step away for a minute, but it's not this minute. That's Alex. Hopefully picking up some of his stuff. He moved already. So
Oh, he moved
yeah, he moved about an hour away.
an hour away.
Yay!
Wow.
Rochester. Yeah.
Did he
Yeah.
move
With
with somebody or got his
Yeah,
own
he
place
moved
or?
Jackson.
Okay.
Just 1 second. I'll be right back. Just a second. I'm going to mute. Okay.
Okay.
So what were you saying with Avon before I got on?
Oh, about the change in how we're earning and stuff, how people was,
Oh, and that they're taking President's Club away? Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Not that we got anything from it anyway. I
yeah,
mean,
right.
really. But for those of us that, made it and worked towards it, it's just like we can't even get 40% unless we get a 350 order now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
but they
three.
did not, but Robin, they didn't always have that guarantee 40%. That was added.
If you made President's Club.
Right. That was added in President's Club. That wasn't always in President's Club either. That
Oh,
was some
really?
part they added in. Yeah. But
Okay.
anyway, I think the thing everybody is having such a big reaction, it's kind of funny. I think the thing we have to remember is Australia just shut. Ireland shut. They woke up one morning and had no business. That wasn't fair either.
Oh,
Avon shut them.
wow.
This was years ago. That could have happened to us. But we got a second lease on life when LG bought us. Now, is this a perfect scenario? No. But if they don't start making money, they're going to shut us too.
Mhm.
That's
They got to
very
make money.
true.
And every single thing you see them doing is them trying to make money. So I think that, I mean, and you know what? The leadership requirement is actually kind of funny because they only want you to do one every 3 months. If you're not doing that, you're really not making much money anyway.
Are they going to combine our online orders with our regular order? Because
That's what they did
sometimes
last
I do
time.
more than one order in a month
That's
too.
what we did last time we got paid this way. We got paid by a campaign before we got paid the way we're getting paid now. This is not
Okay.
new. We're going back to something we were doing already. And
And
what
with the
they did,
leader getting your leadership check, you have to have one personal recruit every quarter or every
yes,
campaign, or
quarter,
it's
quarter.
quarter.
And that's
Uh,
3 months.
yeah,
One
yeah.
every 3 months. That's four in a year.
I can
If
sign up
you're only
relatives, I suppose, too.
well, I
I'm
mean
just
if
not
you're
into going out recruiting anymore.
you don't have to. I'm getting 4 a year and I've never, ever in the history of ever gone out recruiting. I do have never done that.
Okay.
And I do all right in
I
leadership.
have gotten a couple, but do they have to place a qualifying order?
I don't know all the details any more than you do. I know exactly
Okay.
what you know, but
Okay.
let's just say they do. Let's just say they do, because I don't know.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
3 months, if you can't get one person over the goal line knowing that you have to,
That's
do you
true.
really want to do this anyway? Because I mean, to me, I put on probably about 25 personal recruits a year by accident because all of my stuff says to buy or sell. And I
Right.
do put out, I have recruiting cards that I send out to my old list all the time. So I end up getting them. And then just by the numbers that I put on, some happen to qualify and be qualified recruits. So right now I've got three towards the trip qualified recruits. I don't know who they are. I didn't call them up and say, please get qualified because I need you. I didn't do any of that stuff. Just by the number I put on, some will do it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go with that theory, it's not too bad either. You don't have to be running around signing up your relatives and all that stuff. Just change all your stuff to buy or sell. And I don't know. I don't think it's outrageous for them to look at it the other way from their point of view. And actually, I have somebody on my team in my first. We have not seen hide nor hair of that woman for 25 years. She's found out what the minimum you have to order is. She orders it and collects a big leadership check just because
Oh,
of where she happens to be in the tree. She's never talked to her downline ever. She's never interacted them, she never puts on anybody, hasn't for decades.
wow.
How do you think that they feel about paying her, right?
Right.
How do you, as a matter of fact, she's in my first and I'm doing her job for her because when her people have problems, they come to me.
Right.
Kim's in her first. Have you ever heard from her, Kim?
No, ma'am. Didn't know who she was until I went online and saw her. There's a picture of her, but I've never seen nor heard of her.
She doesn't go to Avon stuff. She doesn't do anything. And of course, the dog sitter's here. So, Maureen, I'm sorry to ask you this, but can you just take over the discussion? Because the dog sitter's here and I need to talk to her. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, I don't know anything about the whole Avon thing. I know what you guys know, so if we want to continue talking about that, it's fine. But I just really don't know. But the one thing I said to my husband last night was, after what happened with the COVID and the the company shutting down that was making or canceled our contract that was making our containers. They could have closed us down then and they didn't. And then with the whole having to get the FDA to reapprove all of the products coming back in the United States when they found the new manufacturers, I said they could have shut us then and they didn't. I said, so they need to make money, and if they don't make any money, we're not going to be around. So, and I do remember when I first started 11 years ago that this structure was different. And I think what a lot of people are having a problem with, that I'm reading all the comments, is that they're getting away. They're getting.
Is anybody else seeing that she's frozen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maureen,
Maureen,
you're
you're
frozen
frozen.
if you can hear us.
Maybe she'll come back.
Yeah.
There we are.
Okay.
It's like, is everybody frozen?
Well, you were.
No, you
It
were.
was you.
Right, because I was really like happy. I said a lot. But what I was reading that a lot of people are upset about is getting rid of the President's Club. That's what the titles. That's what I read a lot of people are mainly upset about.
That was my initial reaction. But then when you think about it, what were we getting from President's Club anyway? Except the fact that we were getting the 40%. And, you know, I don't know if we didn't have to have a minimum to get that 40%. And we worked all year to make it, and now it goes away. So that was my initial thing. But I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but I think there's like something in here, Robin, that says that you're going to stay at your title, which
Well,
probably is not
what's it
President.
matter?
Yeah. So
It's
the
not,
only thing I'm
what
upset
does it
about is
matter
they're
if we
getting
stay at our
rid of-
title? It doesn't do anything for us.
Exactly. The only thing I'm upset about is they're getting rid of David H. McConnell's name.
Oh,
That's
well,
the part
yeah.
that upset me, because he is our creator. And if it wasn't for him, you know, all those years ago, we wouldn't be here today. And that to me is they're just
But
trying
if it
to
wasn't
erase
for
that.
LG, we wouldn't be here either. So
Yes.
6 of
Yeah.
one, half a dozen of another, you know.
Exactly. And I don't do a lot of business. I don't make any money. I actually lose money every campaign.
Ah,
So because I hand out books, I follow up with people, I don't get any orders. So, but I order books every other campaign. I'm starting every other campaign now to order
how many
books.
books do you order?
I order 10.
Okay.
I used to order 60, but I will tell you that I have 14 cases of books sitting in my house right now. Because I would give out 1 pack of books every campaign, but I would order 60.
Oh, I get it. I used to order 300 books, but then I used to give them to my downline, and my list that I gave books to out was a lot longer, and it took me a lot longer to give out books till I finally cut it down from over 100 to 25, 30, because those are customers that will order regularly, not every campaign, but within the year they order. So I've cut that down, and with books being so expensive, I don't give them to the downline anymore because I wasn't seeing any results from doing that. You know, so
Yeah.
I order 30 books now. That's all I order. So
Yeah, I have books. I have so many books everywhere. I was out in the garage the other day and I came across a box, and it's Christmas 22.
oh, I finally
Yeah.
just got rid of everything extra I had. I keep books. I keep one of every campaign for the year. Come January, they go in the recycle bin. I start the new one out.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't go back and reorder, and I only keep them, you know, to look back on.
Yeah.
But then once New Year comes, I, you know, get new ones.
Yeah.
So
So then I came up with this sticker that I put on them, and I've been slowly putting them out, and I put this sticker that says sample brochure, orders are welcome, prices may vary in the next campaign, new product lines inside, contact me for a current book and then my name and phone number. And then I
Yeah.
have another sticker that's small. I have this big one. Then I have one that's the normal size that has that I put on the back, especially over the deal for the
Yeah.
campaign. I'll put one across the back that says scan me for the sweepstakes
Why do you put it across the deal?
because we can't get the deal. So I don't want them to, because it's an old book and I don't want them to think they can order.
Oh, gotcha. All right. All right. Right.
Even though it says samples, sometimes I did have one lady call me and she wanted a whole bunch of stuff and she wanted the deal. And I was like, I'm sorry, the deal was only available for that book.
Right.
So
So it's better to put it across.
yeah, I just put it across.
Thank you for the birthday card and the Christmas card. I'm just
Oh,
starting
you're
to get
welcome.
my Christmas cards ready to go. So I do have questions about with send out cards. So I've taken mine down from the unlimited down to the 3 a day down to just a regular subscription. We've traveled so much since March or April. I haven't had time to do anything. So I'm getting ready to send my cards out, and I always do it by I send one out, a bulk mailing, right?
Right.
Okay. So I've got a couple that I've just sent out, and it's $3 a card if you're not on a subscription. For the Christmas cards, when I'm sending out in bulk, do you get a discount in price the more you send, or is it still $3 a card?
I believe it's still going to be $3 a card plus postage.
Plus post. Well, they just
Yeah.
charged me $3, so maybe it
Okay.
was less, and then plus postage on
Yeah.
that.
So, but if you go back to the 97, you'll only be able to do 5 a day.
Oh, it's down to 5 a day now.
It's done 5 a day.
That's why I stopped doing the unlimited. We went from 25, and then it was down to 10, and that's when I stopped doing the unlimited because 5 a day. Yeah, the name unlimited
And it's not
doesn't fit
unlimited.
well.
It's not called unlimited anymore.
Well, that's good. They finally changed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's 10 a day. There's those of us that are grandfathered in, so it's still 10 a day. But if you're coming new when you're going back, I believe it's going to be the new people are 5 a day, and if you're going back, it might be 5 a day.
See, we send almost 200 cards out, and when they hit me with I couldn't do unlimited, I had to do 25, and then when I went down to 10, I'm like, yeah, this isn't going to work because I like to just do one card, get it out, and then we're done.
What about one of the packages? Would that
Do
be
you
worth
get a
it?
discount on them? That's my question.
Let me look at it. I can't
see.
share my screen, or else I would pull it up on the screen. But
Well, I'm going to my account right now.
yeah,
Because the last package I had was it was the $3 one.
yeah. So let's see
Not
what they have
$3 one,
here.
I'm sorry, but the 3 a month. So let me go to membership.
Let's see
Review
here.
subscription. Okay, so
See,
if
here's
I go down to monthly membership, yeah, it's $3 per delivered greeting card, 15% on gifts. Okay, so if I do monthly, it's 20 delivered greeting cards, $2.50 per additional delivered cards. So if I go to monthly, just for the month, it's $2 per additional delivered card, 50 delivered greeting cards per month, which is the 5 a day, I guess. So if I were to add that up between the 1 to 200 that we send out, that'd be about the price of the monthly membership. But I could, if I could just do that for 1 month, right?
Yes.
And then, yeah, that might work since I'm getting ready to do Christmas cards. Yeah. I'm going to change it back to the unlimited for the month that I do the Christmas cards in. Yeah. Okay.
And they also have.
I'm new to SendOutCards. I did try the campaign mailer for about 6 months. I didn't find much that helped me. I know it works for a lot of people. So I thought maybe I'd start with learning about SendOutCards. Where's the best place for me to go to learn about what SendOutCards is, what it does, what I need to do?
I would start out, and Kim, tell me if you agree. Robin, tell me if you agree. YouTube. I would look for maybe the promptings or the send out cards trainings. I believe they have them on YouTube. I don't know if you've already got a membership, but we also have an okay, because
Yeah,
they have an app.
the brand spanking new.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Um, I would go to, you could go back. Also, if you go to YouTube, if you go to some of Lisa's older trainings, like
Yeah.
a couple of years ago,
Okay.
the prices will be different, the things will be different. But Lisa and Lisa Scola, back during the pandemic, they used to have weekly trainings. You can learn a lot of good information from those
And it
videos,
is all on YouTube. Yeah.
and it's all on YouTube.
Yeah.
Um, I like doing the send out cards because I don't send that many. Christmas is when I send the majority of them. Like I have to think, okay, who can I send a card to today? Because I don't leave my house half the time. But they're fun. Like Sean just got out of the hospital, so I sent a thank you card to the doctor that took care of him in the hospital, to his hospitalist. Because and then I sent a thank you card to the nurse, and then I'm starting to think more of who I interact with daily. But since I don't leave the house very often, it's like, okay, who have I interacted with in the past that I can send a card to? I have a pharmacist. We get our prescriptions filled at Costco. I have a pharmacist there that I absolutely love. Matter of fact, he is my Costco boyfriend. That's what my husband calls him. Hey, is your boyfriend here today? So I said, I went out yesterday and I'm like, okay, I sent my cards. And he's like, hey, did you send one to your boyfriend at Costco yet?
Okay.
And I'm like, no. And he's like, why have you never sent him a card? So I'm getting better like that. But they're they're easy to do once you get used to them. And it just
Hmm.
depends on if you want to do I would start with the 3 a day, the 3 for $5. And Lisa can help you or I can help you. And we can walk you through, because you can either create your own, which is what a lot of us do, or they have thousands and thousands of stock cards. Matter of fact, my Christmas card this year is one of their stock cards.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I saved it, and then I created my own card.
Yeah.
And then I created my own card. I do that sometimes instead of coming up with it all on my own.
So what I use them for the last couple, probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 years, is since I'm in leadership in Avon, and I have a good size group, not as big as Lisa's, but it's good size. I would send my people that had birthdays and anniversaries, I would send them a birthday card for the month or an anniversary card saying congratulations on your 10th year, keep up the great work, that kind of thing. And I just send them out a card. And I keep track of everything I send, and I write their addresses down. And I did that for a number of years. And then, of course, then we went down on the sends, and I've been traveling so much that I kind of stopped doing it. So, but that's what I was doing for quite a bit of time. Not to mention, our own birthdays and anniversaries within the family. And then when you're on the unlimited, also you get a discount on your, like if you want to send a little gift, you want to send a package of a couple of brownies to the kids. I know my grandkids always like getting those. You can do that, and you get a discount on it for being the monthly unlimited thing. I think you get a discount on the other ones too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
basically, do you do like your own your own team, your customers, and then just as you were saying, Maureen, just people that you see maybe all the time, you send out that way as well?
Yeah, what I do is every month, like right now, like in the next couple of weeks, within the next week, I'll be going into the Facebook birthdays, and I'll be looking at January birthdays, and I'll write everybody down that has a January birthday, and then I'll check to see if they're already in my send out cards. And if they're not in my send out cards, I'll go to whitepages.com to get their addresses and I'll add them. And then I have a list that I write down. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. So like this was my November and December birthday list.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I send them their birthday card, I highlight it. If I can't find their address on White Pages, it's very rarely that I can't find somebody's address, but every now and then I can't. I will send them a message and ask them. Lisa taught me the right way to say it because I was asking for their address and a couple of people wouldn't give it to me. So then she's like asking for their postal mailing address.
I
Some of them
also
might have,
use it for when I get online orders from Avon. I send them a card thanking them for their order and for supporting my online Avon business. And yeah, every time I get an online order, I send them a thank you card.
yeah. Valerie, a couple of years ago, we had to get we got our oil checked and we had to get our tires rotated and something came up and we needed new hubcaps or something. And the lady that worked at the store, she called across the street to the car parts place to see if they had the size tire hubcaps that we needed because my husband's disabled and it's hard for him to walk. So she called over there to make sure. So I sent her a card thanking her because she went above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we started having problems within like the 2 weeks. We started having problems with our air conditioning in our car. And I called and she wasn't at that location and they didn't have any appointments. So I called the other location and I walk in to have them look at the air conditioning and I wasn't even through the door and she's like, hey, I got your card and I absolutely loved it. Matter of fact, I'm stealing a frame from this place because I'm going to hang it on my office wall.
Nice.
And
nice.
I didn't send it for that reason, but I loved her reaction. And so that's what I used to do and that's what I'm going to get back to doing. And like Robin, if I get orders, I send them cards. So they're fun to make because I make a lot of my own cards and I also use the stock cards. Usually I have okay. So lady that usually comes on here, her name is Judy. This is the card she sent it for Thanksgiving. And it says, when they leave me in charge of dressing the turkey, hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving and a well-dressed turkey.
Nice.
And then the one thing I learned from Lisa is my oldest grandson, my daughter, sent me his school picture. So I put it on a card.
Oh.
And I sent it to the family.
I do that a lot when I see my relatives or cousins or nieces and nephews put pictures of their kids or a family picture that they've had taken down. I save it to my computer off of Facebook. And then I'll go into SendOutCards, upload it, and I'll send myself the 5x7 if it's something I want to frame. And I just send them to myself. And it's so much nicer than getting it done at Walgreens or at CVS. Okay. You can get a 5x7. You can get an 8x10. You can get a bigger size if you want. I mean, and I have all my frames up above. I don't know if you can see it up above my door. You probably can't.
Oh, sure. There they are. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're 8x10. So when I see they post a nice family picture and I want to update that, I just do an 8x10. You can do the big card, and then I have it sent to myself. And yeah, that's what I use for my picture frames.
Yeah.
It works out great.
Yep. Nice. Yep.
I mean, I just sent a card to me right before I got on to myself that my husband's going to take to my mother-in-law who's in assisted living, and it's Hanukkah on Christmas Day. So I have a picture of her with the guys that I took when we were out last month, and I put it in a Hanukkah card, had it sent here. So when he takes the package to her, it'll have a card with it too.
Yep. Very nice. Yeah, I like that idea. Very nice.
Yeah. And I know people do this too. I haven't done this, but I've heard people during this time of year, they'll go around their neighborhoods and they'll take pictures of people's Christmas decorations, put it on the front of a card, and then send them the card thanking them for decorating or however you want to word it. I haven't done that yet, but I've heard people do that.
No, great ideas. Great ideas. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
sorry I missed them.
That's
Did you
okay.
go to the flat cards? You can have, for example, an Avon recruiting flat card printed with send out cards would probably be the cheapest way to do it now, I think. I'm not sure you could have one professionally printed in color like that any other way cheaper than to use the bulk option and send out cards. So if you designed in Canva a two-sided recruiting flat card, or even one side recruiting, the other side buying, that way you'd be getting double coverage there and just left them everywhere you went.
And those flat cards are what I basically use for my thank you cards for my online orders because it's quick, it's easy. You know, I have a picture on the front saying thank you for your order. And I've got a lot of great ones off of Molly's, the Onward site. And she posted a lot of those. And there's other people that post, you know, different November, October, December ones. And then on the back, it's just thank you for supporting my online business. I appreciate it. You know, that
I
kind
like
of
that wording. Thank you for supporting my
Yeah.
online business. I like that. That's awesome. Yeah, you know, I sign all mine. Thank you for allowing me to be your Avon lady, is because, yeah, a tagline, because I know they have choices. But I like that bulk option. Thank you. Thank you very much, by the way. Yeah, I'm very happy to say the little teenager that lives diagonal to me through the woods is going to come walk bow.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Yeah. I got
I'm
desperate.
about to lose my dog sitter that lives across the street too.
Oh.
They're going to be moving. So yeah, I got to find options.
My final straw was Sunday because, this past weekend because Alex said he couldn't get here because the roads were slippery. And I said, what about the dog? The dog doesn't care about that because I knew it wasn't that slippery, truthfully. And I come home and it looked like the dog exploded. And and the minute I opened the door, I could smell it. And I'm thinking, oh, God. Right. Well, anyway, that took me about a day to clean that all up.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, no, this is not, I'm not mad at Alex because he needs to move along and do whatever he's going to do.
Right.
But I needed to
thought that was Bo. That was his dog when you got Bo.
Well, me too. I remember that at the beginning, the very beginning when I was looking at dogs, I'm like, every boy needs to grow up with a dog. So when 2020 we were stuck in the house, I'm thinking, oh, we'll just go get that dog now. But the dog never took to him. He's always slept on my bed. He's always followed me around because I'm the one that brings
even with the cats there too.
Right. So and I'm driving around. He's my dog from the beginning, but that was not. And I didn't learn my lesson early. You know how you say to the kid, we're not going to get this dog unless you tell me that you're going to take care of the dog. Well, yeah, right.
That's the plan.
Yeah, all the moms laugh, right? Yeah, that was right. So, but anyway, so this lady lives diagonal from me. Alex grew up with her son. So I was just kidding with her because the last time that I saw her, not probably the last time, but I talked to her because we see each other at school functions, but just say hi. But early on, when the kids were like 7 or 8, they were in first grade or something. They were in this little talent show, and I was sitting near his mom. And my kid had it bad for her son and was doing cow eyes and everything to the son. And I turned to her, Jennifer, and I said, I just want you to know, you better keep a check on that boy of yours. I do have a shotgun. And I said to her now, I said, kind of funny how we both turned out with sons. Now, after all that, now we both have sons. So anyway, that was kind of funny. Her son is in college. He's like I don't know, one of the like really popular kids. He does all the sports. He's a smart kid. He plays all the instruments. So he's fun that way. But he's off at college. So anyway, So what are you doing, Maureen?
Actually, that's funny that you said that about the recruiting card, because I'm starting to create one. I've been coming up with ideas over the last couple of days, and I'm getting ready to create one because we have some new neighborhoods. And so I'm going to go to Google Earth and get the street names, and I'm going to mail out some cards. Um, and I'm getting ready to do my January birthday cards, create my January birthday cards, because like Rob and Valerie, the one thing I do, and I'm sure Lisa does, most of us do it, is when I create the card, I mail it to myself first to make sure everything
I
looks
do.
okay. And
Smart.
then if I need to switch anything, I have enough time to fix it. And then I mail it to myself again just to make sure everything looks good.
No, I do that when I'm going to use a card for a long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do. I do. So back to the recruiting thing. So that's probably going to be what we're going to want to, um, as far as most of you are also in that other company with me, concentrate on, because our leaders are going to probably have a reaction, much like all these people on Facebook, right? I don't know if any of you remember, but there was a leadership requirement not long ago. Because, of course, don't forget, I've been in since 93,
Mm.
1993 in leadership. And we're required to recruit a lot more than one in every 3 months. They had requirements before. So
Hmm.
this isn't a first for that either. So I think it's funny, that meeting I was at in New York, I don't even know which one, this one or the one before, but we had breaked up in groups and they were talking about all kind of stuff. And they had the little corporate guy up at the whiteboard and they're saying all these ideas as if we'd never already done them before in the company, because they've all only been there a couple years. And I'm sitting there laughing, and they call on me, and they said, "What do you think of all this great, exciting stuff?" And I've said, "Everything that's old is new again." And they're like, "What do you
Mhm.
mean?" And I'm like, "Every single thing you wrote on there, we actually have done before. It's
Mhm.
not that they thought about doing it or talked about doing it. We actually had this in the comp plan before, or we did this in the brochure before."
It's
And
new
it's
for LG though, I guess.
right. So it's just
Mhm.
funny. Remember that whole thing I say about, you know what we ought to do? We ought to have little booklets. Just have all kind of stuff in little booklets. And then a couple years later, Cinnamon goes, you know what would be revolutionary? Let's have all the booklets in the main brochure. And they keep going back and forth doing that. And they do it with the comp plan and they do it with leadership requirements. So all of this stuff has been done before.
They
Yeah.
tried going back up to the larger brochure, then they went back to the smaller brochure just
Right.
what, last year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I think.
So even if this is bad, which I personally haven't found the big bad part about this, but even if you think it's that bad, it probably won't even last that long.
It
Yeah.
was basically for me just a shock because, like, okay, so I guess you're taking President's Club away. And then I thought about it's like not doing anything for us anyway. We used to have
Well, I
the
mean, they took it
luncheons and stuff
away
like that.
really,
And
they took it away in pieces long ago.
they did. They did. You're right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, and you can't really blame them because it's a lot of money.
Oh,
And
yeah. They were
they
spending a lot of
probably
money on
weren't
that.
getting any feedback from it. I know the President's Club tribute things that a handful of people online complain that we don't have. When we were having them, people would say they go and don't show up, and they'd have to pay for all these meals if people didn't go. And
Mhm.
yeah, they had a lot of yeah, Val remembers that too.
Oh,
They had a
yes.
lot
Yeah.
of expense that they felt wasn't justified because of that. So I can understand. And then people complain because they didn't want their Albies and stuff, and they pay a lot of money for that stuff. So I can see how when they're sitting there in a meeting trying to be profitable, how those things got on the cutting block. I certainly can see that.
I
But
still have
anyway,
all my Mrs. Albies.
yeah, to me it is what it is, because
Mhm.
one of my good friends I met when I was speaking over in Ireland, and she was doing Avon. That's how I met her. I was speaking at an Avon thing, and she called me one day. This was a few years ago now, and said, "We're done." And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "We all didn't get a phone call or anything. and she was a leader over there in their leadership program. She said they woke up and couldn't get on their accounts. And then later in the day, they had some conference call that said, and it wasn't even a conference call where they could say anything. It was an announcement call and said,
Yeah.
we're done. We're closed and that's it. No notice, no nothing. And I'm just thankful that hasn't happened to us yet. And I think
They
we
did
have to be
that
careful.
to
Australia
the
too.
company recently that some of the Avon people went to, Bed Bath or Bath and Beyond or
Oh,
something
right.
like that. And
Mhm.
they just shut them. They closed off. They closed
Body
the
shop at
sales.
home. That was it. The body shop at home.
Body shop at home. Yeah, that
That
was
was
it. Yeah.
JP. JP was doing it.
And they
Yeah.
got no notice of that. They just
No,
shut them down.
no, and no one ever does. That's
Yeah.
why I think we've got to be careful how hard we react when they're just trying to keep us afloat. Because I don't know what LG's tolerance is for losing money, but they're losing money so far since they bought us. So
Yeah.
when they make changes, it's almost always to save money.
Hmm.
So I think we can't expect blood from a stone. At least they're not overloading us with all these employees that the other company did, Avon Products Incorporated. That was what lost them control of the company, in my
What do you
humble
mean,
opinion.
employees?
The district and division and regional managers.
Oh,
That was
gotcha. Okay.
costing them millions of
Oh,
dollars.
yeah, yeah.
And when the company started having less and less sales, they did not get rid of those employees, and that sunk us. We couldn't take that kind of
And there were
overhead.
less and less people going to those meetings too.
Right, right. Even in the heyday of district sales meetings, the heyday, less than 10% of the rep population ever went to a meeting, and they were paying all that
I
money.
used to go to all of them, and yeah,
And just think, the
exactly.
I
managers were
did too.
getting competitive salaries and a car allowance, and they were, I mean, a car
Yeah,
leased to them,
yeah.
and retirement and all kind of stuff. They were spending millions of dollars doing
And
that.
then the ones that did retire, I know a couple that haven't even got their packages. They never got them.
Mm.
Mhm.
But anyway, let's just be thankful that didn't happen. And
Yeah.
to me, if we need to turn the focus on, this is what it is. Because even if somehow by, I don't know how, but even if, because I know some reps believe if we all held hands and yelled at the same time, we'd make them change it the way we want it. But we don't
Yeah.
know what's costing, what on any of this costs or anything, including the profit margin on products. We don't have any of that information. So we almost have to just deal with what they do. Because even if we had some kind of magical power to make them change their mind, it would be a year before that would happen. Because they talked about this commission change at that meeting 2 years ago. So I mean, they don't do anything that fast. So we're going to have to deal with what this is. So I prefer to look at it like I'm not mad, happy, sad. I'm not having a feeling. I don't have feelings for this. What I have is strategies. How am I going to make this strategically worth it for me the most? And I actually the new comp plan where they pay the new old comp plan where they pay per campaign, those that sell little tiny amounts just do every other campaign if you want to earn more money
Once a
or
month, yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
that. I mean, it's there's ways to figure out your strategy so you can earn the most under what you got, because that's what we're going to
Yeah,
have to deal
because
with.
there really is no reason to put an order in every. What if you're in leadership? Don't you have to have a certain order though to
So
get?
if you're in, well, they have, yeah, but they have a leeway on that. But to me, if you're in leadership and you're really doing this for a career, you're not going to
Mm,
want to do every other campaign anyway, because what customer now even wants to wait a week for their stuff
right.
barely,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
So I'm talking about the reps online that are saying, I only sell 100 a month. What about me? You guys are treating me unfairly. And I'm saying for the small rep that doesn't want to do this for a living, really, find a strategy that will work for you so that you can earn the amount you want.
Yeah, there's
Because,
a few that just want to have orders in and report it that they've got a job and this is their earnings
well,
from.
right. And they
Yeah,
mostly want to be personal shoppers, but unfortunately,
we
for a
don't do
big
that.
company, especially like LG, even though I'm sure they get a discount on the shipping, of course, they're still funding that. That is not, when we pay $8, it does not cost $8. When I'm sending those little door prizes for Team Time Tuesday, those are almost $8 a piece, depending
Oh
on where I'm
yeah.
sending them to. Those
Mhm.
little teeny packs. So I know they're
I do a
funding
lot
this,
of shipping for kids and grandkids. Yes, I know.
so they're supplementing that. So it's
Exactly.
not in LG's best interest to have little customers or little reps for that matter, because it's costing them shipping at the very least. So they're probably, what are you doing? No, don't mess with that.
And then
Nope,
on top of it,
nope,
it's not even
no.
all that stuff that's costing me. Think about the emails that they send us and the text
Get away
messages
from it.
they send us. All that stuff is also
Requires a
costing them
person.
money. And you got people
Yes.
who probably don't open their emails, don't read the emails, or don't read the text, or or whatever. So it's not just the cost of the brochures and the products and all, and the convention they're putting on and all that stuff. It's also the little everyday things they
Because
do.
yeah, the emails and everything are written by people who get a lot of money
Yeah,
an hour. Yeah,
yeah.
there's all kinds of expenses that we can't figure. Sorry, I'm
I
yelling at the dog
only
because
pay
he's trying to get
shipping once a campaign. And if customers order after that, I have an account under my husband's name and I do it on Thursday and I get free shipping and free gifts.
good idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, that's because you strategized how to use
Mm-hmm.
what was in place to your best interest. So we just
Mm-hmm.
have to re-strategize under the new
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Yeah. So to me, that's the better option than to, uh,
And our online orders are going to count, you said, towards the total
well, now
as
see, I don't
part.
know that, but they
You
did
don't know
last
that,
time.
but
They did
okay.
last time.
Okay.
So I'm
So we'll
assuming,
have to
yeah,
play it out and see how it works out.
yeah.
Mhm.
But that's what they made it sound like, it's going to be just like last time. So all of that counted, even your personal orders counted at retail. So
Okay.
that'll be awesome. But but anyway, yeah, we need to just get on with it. It's funny that the people that are quitting over this act like it's hurting the company that they're quitting. I'll get you back. I'm going to quit. But in the reality of it, even if it was somebody in the top, they're not going to have, the company is not going to be hurt by that, really. You're hurting yourself. You're shooting yourself. They're still going to earn
Because you're
money.
probably saving the company money by
You're
doing.
probably right. The little reps that are having a fit and right are saving the company money. It's just too bad that the little reps, when they get out, have to put it on their regular wall, all their grievances for.
I know. Oh, that drives
It's
me
like, oh,
insane.
right. It's like, thanks for helping us for the rest of us.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I was reading all the comments and all the different groups last night, and I was laughing, and all I'm thinking is, okay, so who's close by me that's going to quit so I can pick up their customers? Because
That's what
like I
I
was
Exactly.
was
telling them,
thinking. I'd love to
Exactly.
get their
yeah,
Well,
customers.
because
man,
like I
it's
was
really
yeah,
helped me on my online orders because we've had a lot, especially since the pandemic. We lost a lot of reps. I've been picking up the ones around me, online customers, and they're
Me
local,
too.
Fremont, Newark, not that far away. It's like that's where they're coming from.
yeah,
And
Other
I
reps have quit.
yeah, being the last man standing is awesome, really.
yeah.
So
I mean,
it's great when you're not quitting. I think that's, you don't have to have some big mad skills or be wicked smart in this business. You just have to be the last man standing. I think that's,
Hmm.
wow, that's something. Yay.
yeah. I don't do a whole like I was telling them I don't do a whole lot right now, but let me pick up some more customers. Let me get your customers because we had a top sell husband wife top seller team here that left and went to that other company.
Oh,
So I'm
oh, yeah.
so I'm
And
trying to
And the
find
reality is, we're when in the big days that within my memory, we had 450,000 Avon reps in this country, and they said more even at some point, but that was the number I believed. Right now, they're saying 100,000. We're a
Oh,
quarter of what we were,
wow.
but we're in the ones that stayed.
Mhm.
So all of those customers are out there. It's just a matter of, they need to know you do it. And
Yep.
but that's always been true. Even when we had 450,000 reps, people were still saying they couldn't find somebody because
Mhm.
nobody goes out and says they're doing Avon. So you need to still wear your name badge, a sign on the car. You need to still put out cards and all that stuff. You
I
know,
just got a text message from somebody who just moved in the neighborhood and saw my sign and wants to know if I have any Skin So Soft.
mm, perfect,
There you go. Yeah.
perfect.
And I do. I have like 4 of them.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think this is more of a call to arms to
Mm-hmm.
notch it up a little bit. I'm going to order more brochures because I know more people are going to quit and I'm going to get more customers. Right? I know that sounds bad, but hey, if we're going to benefit, we're going to benefit. That's all there
That's
is
it.
to it. It's just I guess I just feel bad for the ones that are going to use this, but maybe these ones that are quitting were going to quit anyway, and this is just their excuse. Maybe they were ready to be done, and this was just what they're going to use. So that's fine too.
You
You know,
know, another thing, it
yeah.
was that heat of the moment. It
Yeah.
was
Well,
the
and
first,
I don't want
you
I
know,
want people to work at the one that they are a good fit with anyway.
yeah.
So if their fit changed, they need to go do whatever it was. That's
And
fine.
you know what else I think it was too? Is this person is heated and said, I'm going to quit. So now this person is heated and I'm going to quit. And now this person's reading what this person says. And oh, yeah, that makes sense. So now I'm going to
Yeah.
quit.
And
So it
that's
was
too
like,
bad. And just think when brand new reps see that. That's why I don't let that in my group because a brand new rep seeing that, it'd be like, well, I might as well not even try
yeah,
because they're all having this big giant reaction. When in reality, the plan has changed. I don't even know. I can't tell you. In 40 something years, often,
I have no idea what it even
often.
is right now.
Right. Well, and I don't even pay attention because it's changed so often over so much time. Matter of fact, that's the same reason I don't know the names of the corporate people. They have changed so often over so much time that they're just people that work at the company that I rep for. They're not friends of mine. I don't call them for anything, none of that stuff. They're not asking me suggestions, which I don't want to give any anyway. I'm not running the company. I just want to hear what the deal is so I can work my strategy around the deal. Yeah,
Do my
whatever
job.
the deal is, that's fine. I'm assuming they're making decisions to keep themselves in business, which is what I want. So
Hmm.
I'm not going to begrudge them a profit because if they don't have one, then we're not all staying in business either because they need to make a profit.
Yep.
So anyway, sorry to put that way. So let's talk just a minute, if you don't mind, about. I know I talk too much when I'm on. It's kind of like I need decaf or something in it, but but how we can do send out cards. This has been literally one of the best business tools that I've had in the last 15 years. I'm not sure. I really, really, really don't think I'd make the money that I make with Avon without it because I've used it so much and continue every day. I'm still on the 97, so I do 10 a day. And I'm fanatical about the 10 to the point where, matter of fact, on the weekend when I'm down with time, he actually knocked on the door when I was in the bathroom last weekend and he said, I just remembered, don't forget your 10 cards today. Well, I was in he's on it so much. I said, oh, thank you. I had forgot. So I got somebody holding me accountable there. But just think of what a good investment that is to send the cards when you're on a subscription like that, though. What am I sending? 10 times three? That's 300 cards a month for $97. And I'm sending recruiting cards. I'm sending my recruiting card for Avon right now has both. It's a recruiting theme, but it says on one of the panels, and if that doesn't sound good to you, here's the link to buy something. You know what I mean? Basically, is what it says. So even if you sent one of those out a day, I think you'd find a person to sign up every 3 months, and that's the requirement.
Lisa, can you
Yes.
help me, or you or Maureen, help me to figure out which plan I need to sign up for? Because I have the one that I started when I started out, I just did that basic plan. So I have what, 15 a month, but I need more because I'm using it more and my customers are excited. And so
Isn't isn't the 37? Let's go look quick. Because I haven't looked in a while just because I'm already on one, but
I know I should have joined yours when I had the chance.
well, and I didn't know they weren't going to offer that, or I'd have said something.
Yeah, I
Um,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that is a good deal. But if you go into your account, let me just here.
I think I have to do something that's like
I think it's 37.
$200. A
Isn't the
three.
next one?
Is the next one what?
Isn't the next one 37?
No, the one that I have is 37.
Oh, okay. So
But
let's
the
click on pricing and see what they got.
okay.
Lisa, I just now, while you were away, changed from the 37 back to the 97 for the month because I'm getting ready to do my campaign for the Christmas cards. I normally send out close to 200.
Okay. And it let you?
It let me change for the month. Yep.
Okay. So if the 97 is still available and it does the heartfelt cards. Oh, except it's 5 instead of 10. 5
Or I do
heartfelt cards
a
per day.
campaign. So it's only $2 per card instead of the $3 that I was paying on just the regular membership because I had gone down from the 37 to the regular,
But
and it's $3 a card.
But for chem, I still think the 97 is a good idea because 5 times 30 is 150 cards for
Okay.
$97. That's less than $1 a card, including the shipping.
I need to
If
go online because I think that it wouldn't let me do the 97.
oh no, I think go under pricing
Okay.
and then scroll down a little bit and see
Hmm.
if it doesn't have this. And right here, yours will say upgrade to
Hmm.
Heartfelt Plus
Okay. Okay.
instead of downgrade because I'm on something already I don't know why it's not showing mine, but I'm on the 97. But
That 147 has
Wait, did they bring the 10 card challenge back?
no,
Go
I
back up
don't
to the
think
top for a minute, please, Lisa. Right.
10 card challenge.
Yeah, the
Oh
10
yeah, they
card
do.
challenge.
$20 for 3 cards.
No, 10.
It
Send
says right
10
here.
heartfelt prompting cards anywhere in the world for one-time cost of $20.
Yes, send 10. Why does that say 3 cards?
Yeah.
That says 3.
I'm not gonna do that one.
They say 2 different things. Anyway,
Yeah.
you only can do that once though. You
Yeah.
can't do that over and over. So, but for Kim, I think this might be it though, because as long as you start doing like me and get crazy about the making sure you do every day, because
Right.
they don't roll over. So you're going to have to say, I got to do my 5 cards today, or I'm going to lose my
Yeah. Right.
5 times, yeah, $1.50 or whatever it is. It's because I'm fanatical about that, and I've sent out. I'm on a streak now. I haven't missed a day, and I don't even know.
Oh
So,
wow.
but 5 a day is 150 cards a month. That's well worth 97.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
includes
Yeah.
the postage.
Right. 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 Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to pull it up on my phone because my computer's acting like
No.
I'm in the process of finishing up my script. I have a wedding to do at a barn at 4 o'clock. So I was trying to finish up the script and look and pay attention because I was just so excited that I got on. Because I normally miss it.
Oh, I forgot you can
Uh,
marry people. You can marry people
yes.
in all states.
In all states and everywhere, yes.
Oh, is there something we should know?
Exactly.
I wish.
You
I
are
wish.
coming to Las Vegas next year.
You know what's horrible? I swore I would never get married again. I swear to everything that's holy. If he asked me, I'd do it.
Of course, you did. Hmm.
Oh, I can't say no to him. It's horrible. It's horrible. I know. Yeah, he's too awesome. Okay, don't now forget now. I'm gonna have to mind meld erase your mind. I'll have to fly you in, Kim, if it ever happens, right?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let me see the subscriptions and see. Okay, let me go down
What, the
because I can't.
97?
I
Can
don't
you
see
see it?
97. I see the 37, and I can upgrade to membership plus 20. So that's 40 a month. Oh, upgrade to Heartfelt Plus.
There it
Okay.
is. There it is.
Okay. So 5 per day. Oh, I see. Okay. 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 I get it. I get it.
So it's 5 per day, and they include the postage. So that's if you stick at it and make sure you do your 5 times 30 is 150.
Oh, yes.
So it's
Okay.
150 cards for $97, including the postage. So if you just did your cards without doing anything else, you would save a bunch of money because the 150 cards is well worth $97.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Yes,
Because
it
each
is.
individual postage would be was 65. I forgot what it is now.
70,
68,
73.
73.
Yeah.
That so that means the card would only cost a quarter or
Right.
28 or whatever it is. Yeah. That would
Okay.
be that, but you got to stay after it. That's the thing.
Yeah, I will. I hadn't seen. I don't know how I missed the 97. All I remember is the 147. I was like, oh, okay. Okay.
So that's
Wonderful.
awesome.
Yes.
And by the way, for those of you who let me show you that. For those of you uh when you do the back of your card, put your send out card thing on there because even though you may not want to do this like you do your main gig, right? I'll show you. I don't know where in my group I never did figure out how to find it, and Peg's not on, so she can't tell me, right? Because I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to Avon details either. It's not just this. But let me show you what happened last month, and I don't know why. I was just very happy. Wait a minute here. Right? Plans and payment you got to go to now. What is this? And then where is it? Down here they have, where's the thing? Plans and payment. Okay, here we go. And then down here they have Revolution Office. Let me show you what I got last month. And I don't know why. Somebody, because I've got a lot of people that are connected to me that I get paid on that I don't know why, right? Because what are they saying? My team is I don't 700 700 team members.
Oh,
So
wow.
I don't know mostly who's doing what because it's not as easy to figure out in here to me. Anyway, let me show you last month what happened, and I don't know why. Okay, oh, that's not my month. What are we doing? Check recaps. Okay, so this is the month we're on so far, right?
Mhm.
Last month, kabang,
Wow.
and I don't know why. Look at the end of the month, I all of a sudden got 3 big days there.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
I said something to Peg. She said probably somebody bought some of those big card packages somewhere in that 700 people. So
Oh,
all of
wow.
a sudden, shebang. So, and pretty much all I've been doing is my regular stuff. I do give out the link a lot. I do put it on the back, if anybody wants to do it or something, but I haven't necessarily, and particularly, like I haven't done any job fairs or I haven't gone out recruiting. I haven't done any of that stuff. And all of a sudden I got a shebang there. So that's nice. So you may want to make sure you're including your link on stuff, and this one, Avon has not ever said anything to me about. They're like, isn't that, they're like, send out cards. Isn't that card, greeting card thing? We don't sell greeting cards. I said, yeah, I know. So they're like, oh no, you can do that. We don't care about that. So, okay. Right. So, which is true. We don't have, that's not a competing thing. And actually, I would have had heart failure if they'd said stop only because I use it so much to support my business that it would be like, oh, that's I'm going to have to come up with a whole new strategy. But luckily, they don't care about it. So that makes it awesome for us. And if put it on the back of your card so people can also do it, you could at least pay for your own cards probably.
That's
Okay.
true.
That's what I'm doing is trying to make sure I cover my own expense. And then whatever else I get over that, awesome. But and you know what, I don't send a lot of gifts, but there are many times where it's and come in real handy. Like if I've messed up an order and I did it, or I had an order this week it was a customer of a leader that left, and it all rolled up to me. And that customer spent 300 something dollars. And I don't even know her, never met her. She's a roll up customer. And I sent her brownies for a $300 order. So I made $117 and spent 10 of it. thanking her for her big
Mhm.
giant order. And I thought that was well worth my $10 because
Yeah.
I had no investment in her.
Mhm.
So it was well worth it. So there's lots of times I like to use the service for that. Anyway, you can stop listening to me yak on and on and on right now. Thank you so much. I'm going to go out doing my errands because I'm leaving for Yonkers in the morning.
Surprise, surprise.
So watch, I think we're doing chicken honey garlic in the crock pot. I think that's what we've landed on.
Mm.
We
Oh, that
just
sounds good.
That's
yeah,
good.
we
Sounds good.
discussed the cooking ahead now. So he
All
texts
right.
me this morning and he says, Honey, do you mind if we could find a recipe to do together this weekend? I'm like, no, I don't mind. I know it. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I know. Anyway, thank you so
Enjoy.
much. I really appreciate you all, and we will see you next week, okay?
Have a great
All right.
week.
Bye bye.
Have a
Thank
Bye,
great
you.
week.
everybody.
Okay. Bye.